Ladies and gentlemen, one of, if not the most anticipated matchup at Misfits and DAZN X Series 14. It's a grudge match between two of the most talented people on the roster. Famed British rapper Mist and extreme sports athlete Ryan Taylor settle their beef inside the Misfits ring on May 11th in London. Gentlemen, how are we? We'll start with you, Ryan.
That was quite the fucking introduction, wasn't it, mate? That was a big introduction. I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm fantastic. So pumped to be here. Mist, how you doing, sir?
All good, man. All good. What's happening?
We're getting it going. Finally, the digital face-off has arrived. Now, I got to trace this back 2 years. Where did this beef stem from? Ryan, you said that people think that this could be a joke, but in reality, it's quite serious.
We haven't spoke. We went from being best friends to now not speaking for almost 3 years. A lot's changed in our lives. We haven't spoke. We haven't seen each other, and then there's been a lot of issues online. There's been a lot of miscommunication between us. And you know, when these things happen, with brothers don't argue, best friends don't argue. We don't fall out. But when you fall out, it's gonna be something very big, and obviously that's what's happened here. You know, I'm a mature person. Miss is a mature person. A lot of people have seen previous stuff from me doing the Misfits Boxing, and they've seen the way that things have been carried out. And there's no need to, you know, fake something and make it out like, oh, we're going to do this pretend beef and this and that. Right now, Mist is in the gym. I'm in the gym. We're both working. We're both going to get in the ring. And you know what? You know, inshallah, after this, we're going to shake hands and we can put things past us. But this is going to be a very good scrap. We're both going in there to put each other the fuck out. And it's going to be epic.
I'm expecting an ugly knockout from one side. Mist, I got to ask you, this relationship dissolving in the fashion that it did afterwards, do you think beef could be squashed? Brothers could be on the same side again?
We got to get fast to fight first, don't we?
That's true. Yeah, we got to settle the beef.
Where I'm from, this is how we deal with things. So I feel like I'll feel a lot better after we get in the ring with each other.
Did you guys maybe want to get in the ring earlier? It's taken 2 years, I believe, Ryan, since you first started speaking about this. Was there ever a matchup that was going to be materializing before May 11th?
Yeah, there was conversations that happened before, but I don't think it was the right time for Miss. And I think it was such a big thing that happened. And also, like, I confused a lot of people with what I put on the internet and what I said. You know, it was someone that was meant to be my brother, someone that's my closest friend, someone that I trusted with my whole life, and then it's come from me seeing that it's actually one of my biggest haters, if not my biggest hater. So it was, you know, there's a lot that's happened, but you know, we're both mature men, we're both businessmen, and this is a great way to settle things.
Very true. One last quick comment on the beef and relationship. Mist, Ryan saying you went from a huge fan to a huge hater. I'm curious if you can comment on that.
I don't know what in the world I'd have to hate. I'm Ryan for. I don't care about bikes. I don't care about YouTube. I just care about dough and my bread and butter. So obviously, you know what I mean? That's the only thing you know what I mean? So if anyone's getting wired crossed, I don't think, you know what I mean? I don't know what in the world. I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? I don't get paid to hate and I don't hate. You know what I'm saying? Never been in my nature to hate as well. Where I'm come from, it's not no hater thing. The fuck have I got hate for? We just do it. That's why. When you know what I mean? Everyone thinks, or he can think whatever he thinks, but I feel like my thing about it is I feel like I was disrespected publicly. And where I'm from, when you disrespect someone publicly, you have to publicly sort it out, innit? And that's what we're going to do.
Absolutely. On May 11th, that's when it will be settled. Now, Ryan, we haven't seen you since January of 2023. Can you break down what's led to this layoff? Obviously, there was an incident ahead of that Swarms rematch that led to the cancellation. Can you just elaborate on where you've been?
Yeah. So the Swarms cancellation, obviously, we had the fight where we had the mishap. You know, I got myself into a situation. I got engaged to a very large family from Nigeria. I was starstruck, I was lost, I was confused, I was in a complete different environment that I've never been in. You know, and again, it's maybe a weakness that I have, but you know, some of the people that are closest to me are probably some of the people that are my biggest people that are the ones that can pull me down. Example, the Miss situation. So then, you know, this being something now, you know, before the Swarms fight, it wasn't a thing that was being taken seriously. I got in there when I shouldn't have. I was sick the whole week, and we've got medical reports that show that. Ended up with a broken orbital, so I couldn't. My eye was finished. And then since then, I wanted to do the rematch, and it happened on the Prime card. I got myself into a situation in London, and DAZN didn't want to continue with that. So then the fight ended up being pulled off, and then whatever people want to sound line, they can sound line. But I
This is
left. I
what
come straight back.
they don't want to
Say
see
it
that
again.
bullshit. This is what they really want to see anyway. They don't want to see that bullshit.
Yeah. So that's what happened in it. But the last fight, with Swarms, I even said to Mams, I said if this fight doesn't go past 1 round, I need Swarms for the next 2 rounds. So I've already said that. Swarms can happily get pancaked out. He's not a difficult opponent. Slim, Anthony Taylor, the guys that I've been in the ring with before are much more, much harder opponents than fucking Swarms. He's a not a threat at all. And the weights that I had to come down to for them fights was a big problem. Whereas this fight now, it's actually at a weight where I need to come up for a change. I've been down. I've been training a lot. I've changed up my lifestyle a lot, and I'm much fitter, much healthier. Previously, I was already an athlete in the first place. So now, where my mental's at, where my mind's at, where I'm at in my life as well. Alhamdulillah, where I am now is much better. So this fight's gonna be a very, very good one, and I think it's gonna be people will see the best version of Ryan Taylor as well.
And hopefully we'll see the best version of the man opposite you missed in the debut here. A lot of
He's
people
never been
are
in there yet, so you're not gonna see the best version of him yet. He's never been in there yet.
Well, I'm not new to crowds. You know what I'm saying?
No. Crowds isn't the thing.
Right. We're all right. This is not my first fight. It's my first boxing fight. It's not my first fight. And we normally smash people's head in when we fight.
Miss has a street credibility, and I'm definitely not gonna shy away from that. And people that also know him know he's got a street credibility, but the ring is much different.
Street credibility, I'd call it. You know what I mean? Not new to this. I ain't new to this. So man can take a punch, a man can give one. So I just hope that you can receive, because that's what I'm looking to dish out free smoke all day. You know what I'm saying? I've been training twice a day.
How much weed you smoke today?
Fuck the weed. Man's cut that out as well, which is gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And what's good is a lot of people, you get me, they think that man's stamina is gonna be shit. And a lot of boxing gyms I've gone to, they're very surprised at man's stamina. So obviously when we get in the ring, you know what I mean? There's gonna be a lot of talks thinking about stamina, this, that. I don't give a shit. There's not one piece of nicotine in this body. I haven't drunk in the last 4 weeks. I'm not going to drink until the fight. I'm not even going to shag. You know what I'm saying?
You're not shagging.
You get me? I hope you're ready for that.
You're not shagging.
Testosterone. There's a lot of testosterone to get
taking it really serious. I swear you was in the bar a couple of weeks ago drinking and that, though.
Nah, a few months ago still.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm curious, Miss, because it's the debut, because people haven't ever seen you in the ring before, do you
prove something, can I? And obviously, I don't want this to be my first, but it's my first, but this ain't going to be my last fight. I'll tell you that from now, because I know after this fight, there's going to be a lot of draw outs. But you know what I'm saying? It's going to be, trust me, I don't even want to talk too much action. You get me? Let's talk more action, but I know.
Honestly, Ben, you know what I'm happy to see, though? I'm happy to see more washed-up rappers get into the Misfits boxing scene. These rappers are trying to revive their career. You see Swarms, his career was absolutely finished. Mister's just dropped his album and just done stuff now. So it's good now that these artists are seen where, the attention is going. And it's good for people to get the numbers back up and to get back in the limelight. You see, for me, it's okay if I don't do the boxing. I've already got a bad record. I've already got a bad record, and I'm not afraid of losing another one. It doesn't bother me. I do not need this fight.
I feel like you already finished your boxing career. You've got more to prove than mine, innit? So what I'm saying is,
it's broke up. It's broke up. You're connected to your next door neighbor's Wi-Fi or something. Say it again.
Listen, I want all the smoke in the ring. Fuck all the internet smoke. That's what you're a king of. I'm due to be the king of the ring. Fuck the internet. Fuck all this back and forth shit. That's why if you clap, you're the king of that. That's what you're used to. You're the king of YouTube. I'm not that guy. And I just know whenever I've had to duel someone, man always comes out on top. I'm definitely not looking to come out on, you get me, on bottom. No Diddy. Man's looking to smash faces in, I'll be honest. And obviously, hopefully, we can shake hands after, because that's what we do where we come from. We have a straight now and we shake hands. You know what I'm saying? And it'll probably be good for the sportsmanship of the sport. And hopefully, there'll be some more rappers joining in that I can have a straightener with after, which will be good. So it's a start to something that I like. And number two, it's been a long time coming, and I'm glad we're doing it this way, because anything could have happened if we seen each other before that. Um, so it's good that we can deal with it professionally, innit? Like men. You know what I mean?
I I want to ask Ryan, because of that street credibility, because you're aware of what Mist has done in some of those scraps, how do you rate him as an opponent compared to the Anthony Taylors, the Slims?
Mist is not an easy fight. This is not an easy fight. For me to even accept and say that I'm going to do this, it's not easy. I am not overlooking this. I am not thinking that it's a joke. And the guys that I'm sparring with, I hope that I've chose the right opponents to spar with, and the fucking punches are heavy, they're good. But it's good. It's gonna be a good mix up. It's gonna be a good event. It's definitely the people's main event. You've seen what people are talking about, and it's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good, entertaining fucking scrap. And we'll get back to where we left off, and let's see what happens in it. But it's gonna be good, man. I'm very excited, and like Miss said, it is long overdue, and we don't need to do the back and forth and talk this and talk that, because we've had all opportunities to do that. And, we've had all opportunities to pull up on each other and do whatever. It's never going to go that way. And also, we're mature businessmen. I want to just remind people of that. We are mature businessmen, and this is the best way to handle it. You see the little idiots on the street stabbing each other. I've done a lot of things for knife crime in the past. And, with my bike company and stuff, Bikes Up Knives Down, this could have gone any way, as he just said. And people are not stupid. You're familiar with who rappers are and who this guy is, so you know exactly what it is. And this is also one of my best friends. I know him more than anyone who's probably been around in the last 3 years. So yeah, man, it's good, man. It's gonna be good.
Last couple questions I have for you. Mist, have you been able to watch any of Ryan's fights? What's the takeaway? How do you view his skills?
Watched it numerous times.
Which is your favorite one?
I've been sparring
Which
and
is
smashing.
which is your favorite one?
I don't know. I just know that you're 6'1", and your composure ain't too good. And you know what I mean? Don't worry. We'll get into that when we're in the ring. You
But
know what I'm
which is
saying?
your favorite one though? There's got to be one that you're watching. You're like, yeah, man, you got battered there in it. Because at least there's something good to go off on mine. You get me?
No, it's not that. For me, I've just been watching what mistakes you made in them fights and what cost you the fight in them ones. So hopefully you've learned from your mistakes. But I'll be playing on them things just to make sure. And number two, man's got that right hand in it, so look out for that right hand. You get me?
Oof.
Get
Oof.
me? Just make sure that it's ready in it, because
We've
I
seen
haven't trained, I haven't trained ever in my whole life the way I've trained for this. And I go to the gym regularly. But this level of training which I've been doing, and I've been in the nastiest gym. I've been in Ronan MMA, which is like their champions come from that gym. There's some serious fighters there.
Leon Edwards comes from that gym as well, isn't he?
Yeah, so yeah, there's a few man. It's local, and I've had to go back to the end. It's in Erdington. I've gone back to Erdington. I've got the gorillas. I've got the apes out, and it's that time, man. Trust me, it's gladiator time.
I love it.
It's
I
good
love it.
though. It's good. It's good though, because me also saying this, like this guy in front of me now, this guy Mist is, it's my old best friend. It's a brother of mine, and I've said this multiple times already. But me also knowing him, this is a lot, and I know that to be on this stage and to be in this situation, he is taking it serious. He isn't playing games, because this for him, it's worse than it is for me. Do you understand what I'm saying, Ben?
A lot at stake. I would say for everybody. A lot at stake for everybody here. But final
Yeah.
question I've got is the predictions, of course. Ryan Taylor, how does this fight go on May 11th?
Oh, I think it goes whichever way I want it to go, to be honest. Honestly, anywhere that I want it to go, it can go. The preparation that I've done for this is Miss First Fight Camp. I've done 3 fight camps now. I've been in the ring with the, Slim, the undefeated Misfits champion that's fought all sorts of people. And, Tom Zanetti is globally known for being a street fighter. Tom Zanetti is known for being a man that has laid out 7 people with one hand. He's got a right hand. He's the man of the right hands. He's a scrapper. I'm telling you now, scrapping means fuck all when you get in that ring, because as soon as you get angry and as soon as you get carried away,
Same question to missed predictions on May 11th. What happens between you and Ryan Taylor?
Looking to hurt him. So obviously,
I want to see Miss walk out smoking a zoo to get in there and just knock me out in one round. If he does that, I swear that's the only way I respect the way that he's won the fight. Any other way that he doesn't win, he hasn't won in my eyes, bro. Because that's the only way that MI can win, bro. He's got to walk out smoking a zoo and then get in there and just get it done. That's the old Ryan Taylor fan of missed mentality. Like, that is what will win the fight for me. Other than that, bro, I don't really give a fuck what happens in it. I'm going to get in there and have a dog fight, bro. I cannot wait to bleed, breathe, and fucking feel every single thing what's coming.
Missed, any last words?
that's what I want to hear, man. As long as you turn up, because obviously you're
No, I'm there. I'm definitely there. I'm definitely there. I even accepted whatever is the payments or this stuff. I told everyone in Misfits and DAZN, I don't give a fuck about the money. I do not care about the peas. There was a lot of conversations back and forth about the money and what people are being paid. I was trying to let people know I don't care about what I'm getting paid for this. This one's got to get done with. I sleep very good. I sleep very nice. But I'll sleep. This will be good once it's done, man. It's got to be done anyway, because it's what's gone on, what's happened. It has to be done regardless.
good to
We've
show
had our time.
to show the youth the right way to deal with things as well. I believe that. So I think that's the main thing for me, because obviously there's a lot of talks on this so-called beef. I wouldn't call it beef. I'd call it a disagreement. And obviously there's been a lot of disrespect that has to get dealt with, and that's it for me. But I just believe when these things happen, and if you feel disrespected, you got to deal with it. There's no point in going back and forth on the internet. I'm not an internet man.
Why do you feel disrespected?
Because I felt like if you felt a certain way, you could have came to me and told me how you felt. So by going onto a social media platform and publicly saying whatever you had to say, it wasn't for me. It was for the world. So there was an interior motive behind that, and because of that, that's why we've got to deal with certain things the way we've got to deal with it, and that's it. Because I felt like if I was that guy, whoever you call him, yeah, my guy, this, you would have came to man and you would have addressed the situation. You don't address the situation on the social media. But obviously, that's your thing, innit? You're an internet man. YouTube, you've done it to many other people before. So I'm not here saying I'm the first. This is your thing, innit? But obviously, we're dealing with it the way we have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we'll see you at some press conferences. You know what I mean? Because that'll amp it up a bit more. Trust me. Let's get to England, man. Let's get to England, man. Trust me.
What did you say? It broke up again?
I said, hopefully, we'll see you at some press conferences soon. And obviously, that's the whole reason why I feel disrespected, because I don't do no public disrespects. Where I'm from, you publicly disrespect someone, he's got to go to sleep.
Well, going to sleep might be what happens to one of these two gentlemen. Only way to find out for Misfits and DAZN X Series, Ryan Taylor versus Mist, goes down May 11th live in London. Gentlemen, thank you for the time, and we'll see you there on May 11th.